getmybabymoney.com.
Get my baby money. Get your money, baby, get your money, money. Get my baby money.
Hi, and welcome back to Child Support Court, the Vodcast with Judge Harry Bowden. I knew that you were going to come back, and it's a good thing you did, because we're going to continue where we left off, but then leap ahead to where you want to go. We talked about collection of child support. We talked about distribution of child support. We talked about why the money sort of didn't kind of add up. And you remember that. If you don't, go back to the episode and it'll tell you. But today we want to get to another situation, another serious issue. And that issue is, what if I cannot locate the non-custodial parent? He lived in Georgia, moved to California, then moved to St. Louis, or maybe New York. Who knows where anybody is in New York? Ladies and gentlemen, there is no such thing as off the grid. Nothing. I can't think of it. Tom Hanks in the movie where he played with the ball was not off the grid. And nobody can get off the grid. Now, I'm gonna bring it down for a serious note. Sometimes you have people who have issues and they become homeless. But just because they're homeless does not mean they don't have a home. Oftentimes it may mean they just don't wanna go home. But even those people will go to social services, they will go to a government agency, and they will get services. And the one thing that we all have in common from the time that we're born to the time that we'll die is what? Starts with an S, ends with an R. Social Security number. Yeah. You see, we live in a society that is so integrated with technology now, it is impossible for somebody to just totally disappear. But what if you can't locate them? That's why you go to the department, yes, Family and Children's Services, Child Support Services Division, and they have a locator. That's one way you could do it. Or you have your Facebook. Wow. People actually don't understand that if you put yourself out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, by the way, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, then you're gonna be found. No matter what you do. If you decide to not pay taxes, guess what? You're gonna be found. If you decide to buy a new home, you're gonna be found. Townhouse, you're gonna be found. Rent an apartment, you're gonna be found. Telephone, you're gonna be found. There is no such thing, in my opinion, as not being able to find somebody. The question is, what have you done? We're gonna talk about it after this commercial. Come on back. Getting married has been made easier. Don't wait. If you are in love, get your wedding ceremony performed virtually or in person at one of our many locations. Get your nuptials in no time. Now you have a friend in the wedding business. Go to streamingvows.com today. We're back. Now, there's a whole group of people out there that are called special process servers. There's a whole system out there that's called a federal child support locator. Yes, federal government gets involved. That's why you can get that what? Income, taxes, taxes. Come on, people. If you settle and say, I can't find him or her, then you have not availed yourself of the resources that are available. And who suffers for that? Not only you, but your baby. Come on, get my baby's money. Get your baby's money by finding out where that person lives before they ghost, right? They do have some sort of family, mama, daddy, uncle, cousin, nephew, niece, somebody knows where they are. But remember, we want to make sure that that person is secure in knowing that it's not about just getting them. It's not about trying to go and grab them. It's about being responsible for your child. Now, I'm going to take some calls a little bit later on a segment called Ask Harry, because of several people who have said, hey, I got a question. You can go to my Facebook page, which is Child Support Court on Facebook, and you can ask a question there. But we're now going to open it up in the next few weeks where you too can call in and get a direct answer from Judge Harry. The question is, what can I do if I have child support order, but I've not received any payments? Ladies and gentlemen, think. We discussed that. It's called enforcement. If you have a court order, but wait a minute. Why in God's green earth would you say, I can't get him or her to pay support? Because you have the force of a government behind you. Don't you miss another episode of Child Support Court, the Vodcast, with Judge Harry Bowden.